Hello my lovelies and welcome back to Sondering Tarot. If you're new here, hi, hello, and welcome. This is your daily tarot reading for the 23rd of August 2024. The deck I'm using will be listed in the description box down below. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and jump into your reading. I am back. I have all your cards on the table. We have no aces. We have 3 major arcana. We also have 3 synchronicities showing up for you. We have 222, 333, as well as 10. So you may be seeing one of those or all of those throughout the day. Anyway, the best part of your day, we start off with the 8 of Pentacles, the 10 of Swords, the 4 of Swords, the 2 of Cups in the reverse, the 2 of Swords, the 6 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles, and the Moon card. Yeah. I enjoy this because when we're doing things, whether that's physically working, doing things at home, whatnot, as much as that seems unending and very stressful, very painful, it's great and very beneficial to give yourself a break, to give your mind a rest, to disconnect from the humdrum, all the chaos, especially when it comes to needing to make choices or figure out what to do next. If we're straddling indecision, or if there's any amount of confusion getting in the road for us, hasty made decisions usually aren't always a good thing. Things made under duress is usually not a good thing either. So when we're under pressure, when we're under stress, things can get a little hectic. But taking a break, disconnecting for a minute, giving ourselves a little bit of a time out, does have a benefit. It's a very big boon for us on a day like today, because this helps us see what needs to be done and how it needs to be done, or who it needs to be done with. That gets revealed. In other words, we can seek answers. So where there might have been confusion, lack of clarity, maybe some focusing issues, maybe we're dealing with migraines and headaches today. That annoying coworker that just right in your ear all day long, that gives you a headache. You step away from them, you take a 10-minute break without them, and all of a sudden you start to feel a little better. Things like that. So meditation, taking a time out, go walking in nature, unplug your devices. Seriously, put your phone down. Stop watching TV for a bit. Do something else. Give your mind a break. Instead of putting it under stress all the time, the best thing you can do for the day is actually to give yourself that time out. Give yourself the respite. Give yourself a moment to relax and see what comes through. It's amazing what happens when you do. Whether that is you taking a cat nap and literally allowing your body to rest and therefore your mind to rest, or just to shut down a lot of the noise, a lot of the confusion, a lot of the pressure that you're under. Now, the worst part of our day, we start off with the 3 of Wands, followed by the 10 of Wands, the 3 of Cups, and the 6 of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, okay. As much as I say step away from things, give yourself a break, you may find that very difficult to do. Whether that's at work, you may not always have that extra minute to disengage from something, to give yourself that space. Or it may not be in the moment that you're able to do that. It might be after the fact. So just remember that if you do need to step away. And if you are not able to do it in that moment, you can always do it later. You know, give yourself a break later. Give it after work. Give it in your free time. Take that time. Make that time later to pause, reflect, you know, de-stress. It doesn't always have to be right that second when somebody, you know, irritates you, makes you mad, or gives you a headache, or is literally a pain in your behind. As much as it would be nice to instantly have that, it's not always conducive to our way of living and the way society functions. And it definitely doesn't help when it comes to work-related issues. It's not always that instant, oh, well, you're being a jerk, so I'm going to go over here and try not to murder you. It doesn't always work that way. So be aware of that. It may not be an instantaneous thing. It may have to come after the fact. So you might have to deal with certain situations or feelings or conditions for a time period. Now our obstacle, or how to get over our obstacle, we have the King of Cups in the reverse. The Eight of Wands. The Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. The Two of Pentacles in the reverse. The Nine of Cups. The Tower. The Page of Swords. And we end on the Death card. Yeah. Stress, pressure, negative emotions, they all kind of blend together and equal a whole lot of yuck. And that's something that we really want to move away from. Literally move away from it. It's that disconnecting energy. Why? Because it's not productive. It's not something that we want to feed. It's not something that we really choose to stay in. We know that there is better options elsewhere that can give us that break, that can make us feel better by disengaging. And knowing that there is something better that is less stressful, that is able to help you focus more, help you concentrate more, to alleviate any physical symptoms you have, whether that's being tired, whether that is body aches, whether that is a migraine or a headache, you know, those physical ailments. Knowing that we can alleviate that and that needs to change, that is something that we either know or we're very much going to learn today. And how to stop it. We're quite capable of seeing that, of knowing that, and changing that. Like I said, it may not be instantaneous, but it is within our capability. It is there. The potential is definitely there, and it's very much within your sphere of control. Whether that means changing who you're interacting with, changing locations, changing certain elements. Like I said, maybe you just need to turn your phone off and, you know, step away from the computer. Perhaps you've got eye strain going on and you don't realize how much stress you're causing your body to be under until you step away from the screen for a bit and realize, oh yeah, that splitting eye headache and you know, fuzzy vision I had earlier is now gone away, and it's because I'm no longer doing this. You know, it starts to get to you, starts to come as a realization that if you change things, if you stop doing certain things at a certain place, a time, or after a certain duration, it's actually quite beneficial for you. Remember, strain is not always physical. It's not always emotional. It's not always mental. Sometimes it can be a combination of the above. Whereas one of my ancestors says D, all of the above. He'll be so happy he got an honorary mention. His favorite saying, D, all of the above. So yes, please pay attention to, as you're going throughout your day, as you're doing things, physically, mentally, as you're working, how that's affecting you in all areas. Not just the physical, not just the emotional, not just the mental. How all three are being influenced, and how they're all influencing each other, and how that makes you feel. Because there's some adjustment needed here. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. And I did add up all your cards, by the way, for the sake of numerology. Everything here adds up to 146, which also reduces to 7, which is the mind and creativity. In this case, you're probably dealing with some mental energy. This is probably pressure or stress. Like I said, migraines and headaches keep coming through. The eye strain, that is also kind of a mental, physical ailment as well, just because it does affect your mind as well. So, you might be dealing with those today. But yes, I would, mental, physical, emotional, the way all three are, I would pay attention to all three, not just the mental. Because they do kind of all roll together, believe it or not, no matter what anyone says. And for the sake of astrology, and for those that like it, the moon enters Taurus. Focus on ways to bring more stability and security to your life. This makes you feel more confident. The moon in Taurus trines the sun in Virgo. Do what makes you feel more comfortable in a healthy way. This can stabilize your emotions and decrease your stress, which is exactly what we're talking about here. Give yourself a break. Give yourself a pause. Step away and disengage if you need to. And even if you can't do that right instantaneous in that moment when you may need it, make sure you make time for it later, after the fact. Don't disregard it just because you can't do it in that one moment. Yeah. Pay attention. Mental, physical, emotional capacity. What's being strained? What's being influenced? Because it's in your capability. It is in with your sphere of control in order to mitigate those. To make yourself a little bit more healthy. Alright. Alright, my loves, I'm going to go ahead and stop babbling. I'm going to leave this here. And if this resonates for you, by all means, give me a thumbs up. And if it doesn't, don't worry, it's a general reading. Please take what resonates, leave the rest. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.